Hello and welcome to this Reiki treatment. We're going to be doing a sort of demonstration of a Reiki session where you are using the standard hand positions. So a lot of the Reiki that I practice, Usui Reiki, is about intuition and following that innate wisdom and inner guidance to conduct the session. So if you're new here, welcome. This is Restorative Sounds, and it's sort of a second channel that I created with my partner, who's very kindly offered to help us demonstrate these Reiki hand positions. But over on my main channel, Reiki with Anna, I like to do very intuitive Reiki sessions for the collective to help empower and relax you. And here, I want to create nice soundscapes that you can just relax to, or even some things like some food for thought, different kinds of videos over here. So if you're into that, I really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe so we can continue to create these sessions for you. I know you've been enjoying them. Thank you for your feedback. It's been so nice. So we are going to just go through a kind of standard treatment if you were just to receive the sort of standard hand positions. So we're going to just begin. We're not going to go through the 3 pillars of Reiki and Gasho, and we're not going to go through that whole thing. We're not going to do the Reiki precepts or anything in this video, just the hand positions. Okay, so we're going to begin with the first hand position. And usually the Reiki practitioner will stand or sit behind the head of the client. And I'm just going to kind of do it at an angle a little bit. But you want to cup your hands and place them over the eyes, like so. So the reason you cup your hands for this specific position is so that you're not causing any discomfort on the eyelashes or on the eyelids. So if you wanted to go through an entire, session doing the standard hand positions, then you would stay in each place for about 3 minutes. You could do anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. We've set our intention before beginning, so that's always helpful. Okay, so I'm going to actually kind of slide behind here, and I'm going to place my hands just on either side of bird's head here. So you can kind of do peace fingers and slide your hands with the client or friend's ears in between your index and middle fingers on either side. And as you do this kind of Reiki treatment, you want the touch to be firm but gentle. Firm but gentle. And if you can clear your mind of anything from the outside world and just focus on the here and now, that's kind of the best modus operandi. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to our next position, placing my wrists together and then my hands cupped like this, meeting my wrists at the crown of his head. And just you can encourage your client to just relax. Slow, beautiful, slow, deep breaths. And just release the day. Again, this is for demonstration purposes, just in case you're curious. So we're not going to be staying for the full length of the treatment. Now I'm going to move on to our next hand position, which is just cupping his head. And the tips of my fingers are going to be gently grazing sort of the nape of his neck, this heel chakra, really. So just kind of coming down like that. Is that comfortable for you?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the most comforting hand positions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the association that we have when someone is holding us by the back of our heads is, when they're kind of gently cradling our heads and our heads in their hands. The association that we have with that is as a baby when we were held and, I'm just going to move one hand out. And we were held like this and our heads were cradled. So it's that same sensation and it just feels really supportive. Yeah. It's a really nice one. So deep breaths for me here. Good. He's a good belly breather. That's good. Beautiful. Okay. The next one is hands just here and here. So here and here, kind of at the clavicle. You can almost think about it like you are creating a little V here. And this is comfortable for a male client in terms of respect for boundaries and things like that. Just always ensure that you're checking in. And you can always beam that energy as well. Obviously cover all of this in my Reiki courses, but I thought it would be fun just to sort of show a demonstration of these hand positions. Slow, deep breath. Good. Now I'm going to cut my hands underneath his chin, hooking my hands on his chin and just sending that energy into the neck and throat. That's good. This can be a real area of tension, so this is an important one. I can feel you're moving there. There's some energy moving. Can you feel that? Yeah. You don't want to touch their neck or their throat. That can be super sensitive. Okay, let's move on to our next hand position. So we're going to tuck our hands behind their neck really gently. And then place a hand on their heart space. Again, you can also hover your hand as well, but this is nice. I find that the hand on the heart space is just so comforting and healing. Yeah. Yeah. And this combination of the hand behind the neck and the hand on the heart, you can see that by one hand on the neck, one hand on the heart, is really, really supportive. Very supportive. Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah, definitely.
Bert always he's my guinea pig. I always do my Reiki sessions on him.
Such a lucky guy.
Okay, now we're going to move down to the abdomen. So, let's see if I can do a little adjusting here. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you can see this a little bit. So I'm just going to stack my hands and place them on the upper abdomen. A great Reiki resource is Reiki Healing Light. There's a workbook that goes with it. That's a really handy set of like hand positions that you can use as a reference. William Lee Rand is the author of that book. Very great handbook. I found it secondhand years and years ago. It's a great complement to receiving your Reiki certification. It's a great one. So now we're going to move to the sort of middle of the abdomen. Again, stacked hands in the middle of the abdomen. And you don't want to push too hard here. Again, firm but gentle. You don't want it to be so light that it's ticklish. Firm but gentle. Sometimes when you place your hands here, it does encourage them to sort of deepen their breathing and bring their breath into their belly, which is a nice added bonus of this part of the healing. And then the lower abdomen. So that's kind of the basis for the first few hand positions, from crown down to roots. But doing this in a different sort of way. I like to use the 7 primary chakra system for my Reiki treatments. I find that very intuitively. I'm drawn to that system. But this is another alternative. So it's just nice to kind of know, so you can have these in your arsenal kind of thing. There are more hand positions, so if you're interested in seeing more of those, let me know. There's some on the feet and on the back of the body. So let us know if you'd like to see more of those. I'm sure that Bert wouldn't have a problem demonstrating those as well. Okay, thanks so much for joining us. Again, like this video and subscribe. It really does help us out since we're just sort of growing this channel. Thanks so much. Namaste.